What is up, everyone? This is your boy Capo the Don,
You got Capo Black here.
and we are
The Brothers Capo. Alright, today we're going to be getting into The Division.
So this is just a little introduction video. This is our first time on YouTube. We're going to bring you some Division beta footage and tell you a little bit about our channel, about what we love about this game, what our impressions so far, and what you can expect in future episodes.
Absolutely. We've been anticipating this game for a while now. Actually, The Division is the reason I bought my Xbox to begin with.
Expectations have been very high, and so far they have not disappointed.
Right now, this is a mission that is called Subway Morgue. We have dubbed Cleaning the Cleaners, and you're about to see exactly why. So I guess at this point, we can break into a little bit of background on who we are as the Brothers Capo.
I've known my brother Capo Black for the last 6 years. We own several businesses together. We have many different passion projects, but this is our newest, and we are really hoping you guys enjoy two real gamers' take on all of our future videos upcoming.
Yeah, we've been always, both of us, playing video games. That's part of, kind of how we became friends to begin with. Is we, sat in college, in between classes, we'd, play video games and kind of discuss art and different creative fields we want to get into. And that's sort of how our company was created. We have our clothing line, Capo Elite Clothing, which is also tied into the brand and the YouTube channel you're watching now. As well as we're looking to get into a variety of other creative projects, including music, film, and video games, hopefully as well. So you're going to see a lot of really interesting content from us and get a unique perspective from two people who, like my brother said, are real gamers and have been playing video games our entire lives and have a lot of love for the culture. And yeah, we really just want to create a good channel for you guys, give you some good information on the new and upcoming games for the console. We currently are using an Xbox One. Hopefully as the channel progresses and grows, you'll see us move possibly onto the PlayStation 4 as well as PC. We don't really know at this point. Like I said, this is video one for us and we're just getting started, but we're really looking forward to seeing where this goes.
And you'll see in our future videos the juxtaposition between me and my brother's play style, or my brother and I's play style. That is, we were very close in skill level, which you'll see, but we actually tend to adopt each other's play style, or at least take little bits and incorporate each other's style into it. So we'll hope that'll be entertaining for you.
Now me, I'm more of a conservative gamer. I very by the books. I like to really get into the mechanics of the game. If there's some option to employ stealth, I will go in quietly. I like to hit targets from a distance, so I play with ranged weapons a lot.
And me, I just Rambo. That's it.
Like
when you see me, all you're gonna see is an aggressive play style. I'm in your face. I'm a shoddy, close range type of guy. I love the heavy weapons, anything to do with that, heavy aggro, bring on the enemies. I'm the first to dive headlong.
Yeah, it really creates a pretty interesting dynamic as a gamer, and we hope for the audience too, because we know there's a lot of different people who take different approaches to games out there, and we want to kind of represent that in our videos. But it's also interesting to see the way that it affects the progression of the game systems as far as leveling goes, because anytime there's a class and perk system, you're going to see from both of us perks that fit our different play styles, and that's definitely something we'll show you here in the Division. This is a loot shooter, so there's a lot of really important important factors that come from your loadout and how you choose to build your character. As in, is this a sniper or is this a shotgunner? And you'll see those kind of play style choices.
They didn't get to finish it before the dollar flu hit. Then again, construction in New York always runs on its own schedule.
Activate power relay. Confirmed. Local power map online.
So, one of the first things I want to get into about this game that me and my brother both agree on is that this cover system that they have implemented, Ubisoft has implemented in this game, is fantastic.
Masterful.
If you're familiar with games such as Gears of War or Splinter Cell, you'll feel right at home the way you can seamlessly duck from cover to cover with a simple button press. And you really need to in this game. It's really a core feature that cover is life in this game. If you're out in the open for extended periods of time, even with overpowered gear and weapons, you can still get overwhelmed, especially by those fucking shotgunners.
Yeah, and that is something to consider with this game. It's categorized by the game as a military RPG, but what that means as a gamer is that there's not just about the loot that you acquire, but your tactics and how the enemies will react to things such as suppressive fire or being flanked, or the gear and equipments and technology your character gets to use. Really creates a very diverse combat style that you can get into, especially when you start to see things like co-op and what you can do in the dark zone. There are definitely a lot of options for your character as far as your loadout is concerned, and again, that's sort of perfect for the dynamic we've created as the brothers Capo, in that you'll see in our character right now, even the weapons he's using is he's got an M1A in his hands at the moment, which is a marksman rifle. So it's single shot, made as your traditional sniper rifle you'll see in most games. However, the other weapon we're using is a AK. You'll see some enemies are melee enemies, so you can't really adopt my traditional style of get in behind cover and hit them when you've got guys running at you with melee weapons. So for that, you're seeing I'm using my brother's tactics for this.
So to my brother's point, this game is very different from other RPGs, whereas other more traditional style RPGs, even shooter RPGs, you have a tank, a warrior, a roguish class. In this game, there's no set classes. Your classes are really determined, or what class you play as is really determined by your skills, loadout, and gear. What that means is, on the fly, if, say, there's no traditional healing class, but you can build your character on the fly and spec him out as a healer using things like a healing grenade, which you'll see in this video, or later on an upgrade, which is a med station, where you can modify that to even revive fallen party members, replenish ammo supplies, and other things of that nature. So it's very, very different, and it's a refreshing take on the genre, in my opinion.
We did get accepted into the closed beta. Unfortunately, both of us have jobs, motherfuckers, so we could not participate. But yeah, what you're seeing now is the open beta. We got the game day one when it came out, so as of now, we're in the top tier of the level brackets at 30, and using all high-end gear, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Our next video will show you just how far it's evolved from this. It added a lot more much needed challenge to that particular enemy, where it takes very concise controlled shots, and usually not just one. In the beta, as you can see, my brother at level 8 could one-shot these tanks, and the cleaners had nothing. Nothing! Another feature that you won't see actually in this video, but it's another huge feature. This is all PvE, what you see, which is great, especially at lower levels, leveling up with people in 4-player co-op. But there's actually a PvE element that's a massive part of the game that hopefully by now we all know and love as the Dark Zone. The Dark Zone is a cordoned off section in the center of Manhattan that pits you against extremely high level enemies with lots of shields, as well as other players that if they are not in your group and you don't know their intentions are to steal your loot most of the time, which is very easily accomplished by killing you and walking over your body.
Now, there is a bit of caution to be advised, though, because although other players are generally not in the Dark Zone with the best of intentions towards you, if you get trigger happy and fire on another player before they fire on you, you're actually considered the aggressor by the game, and that causes you to be marked as rogue. When you're a rogue agent, everyone in the Dark Zone is able to see. God, that's a nice headshot. Sorry. Everyone in the Dark Zone's able to see, that you're a rogue agent and that you've killed other people and tried to steal their shit. And basically, they're all going to come after you and try and fuck your world up. That's kind of how the Dark Zone works in PvP in this game.
So unless you really have a Tony Montana type personality, me against the world, we don't suggest going rogue, especially solo. If you're going to go rogue, get a 4-man group together, bring your friends, get in and be evil together.
And that's, to me, is what one of the most fun aspects of the game is when you're getting into cooperative play is, just, I'll be honest, being an asshole with your homeboys, and just start blasting on people and, steal their loot and get it out and take it for yourself. I don't want to mention the name of the gun just yet, but there's a very sought-after piece of high-end loot that my brother actually stole from this guy in the Dark Zone. We unfortunately did not get that particular run recorded, but you
know who you are. You know who you are, and you're listening to this right now, I hope. Yes, that is your gun, and I'm enjoying using your gun. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I really do. You made my life better for that.
Yeah, but our audience, you're not seeing the gun in this footage you're watching now, but you will. And let me just say, the guy we stole it from, when he watches this, is going to be pretty fucking pissed, because it's one of the rarest guns in the game, and it's highly sought after and talked about, and we jacked it from his bitch ass. GG. Another thing we should talk about in general is I absolutely love the art direction of this game. I've been, now, as I said, I myself am an artist with, intentions of getting into the concept art game. So before this game came out, I was looking at this, really amazingly gorgeous and badass post-apocalyptic rendition of New York they created. And, that's something that shouldn't go overlooked either. There's a lot of really interesting lore with The Division, and you can really kind of feel the underlining, just how brutal and fucking dark this game is. There's a lot of laughs to be had in the Dark Zone, chilling with your homeboys and talking shit. But, I mean, if you really pay attention to, we were noticing it in the echoes even, right?
It's an absolutely dark and brutal game, and you almost desensitize yourself when you play this co-op because you're laughing, you're joking with your buddies, everyone's having a good time, it's a little crazy, everybody's going through manic mode. But when you actually take a look at the world, when you stop after some of the engagements and take a look at the world, it is an absolutely dark and twisted rendition of New York after this viral outbreak that happened.
Well, and part of I don't know if this is. I mean, I know everybody says they bought the rights and they can slap Tom Clancy on anything, but I think part of this game being branded as a Tom Clancy game is the fact that the storyline is grounded in realism. This is not some crazy zombie virus that doesn't exist that's come into fruition. No, the story is actually based around a weaponized version of the smallpox virus that was I won't get into the major details of the plot line, but basically that's what you're encountering, and that's why you'll see groups like cleaners trying to burn out the infection.
The cleaners, my brother and I's absolute favorite enemy in the games. We enjoy the art style, the direction, the backstory. They're just an awesome enemy, and we thank Ubisoft for putting that much time and effort into one of their just side assets in a very large, deep, and textured game.
To kind of wrap it up, I wanted to give some honest feedback on the game and what we liked about it, some areas that we thought could be improved on as well.
Here's a few things we want to see for the future of The Division. More story, possibly more co-op partners in major missions, maybe up to 8-player co-op would be nice to see in major battles, bigger boss fights, more enemies, more enemy variety, more weapon variety. There's a lot of different avenues that Ubisoft could take it.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up is a few of the future projects that we as the brothers Capo are really looking forward to. There's a lot of games that both myself and my brother are interested in, titles like
Hitman, Mafia 3, Deus Ex. My brother's also very excited. Capo Black is very, very excited for the new Mirror's Edge.
Catalyst, baby.
We would love to bring you guys some content as soon as we possibly can. But really, join the family today. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button, join the family today, and tell us what you think.
Yeah, a lot of this we're going to really draw from your feedback, so we really do have a lot of intentions of listening and really gathering kind of a feel for what this is. I mean, really, this channel is not just an outlet for us. This is for our fellow gamers and for the community to tell us the things that they'd kind of like to see, and really this just goes as far as you guys want to go with it with us. And we appreciate everybody who came in and watched us, and the gameplay footage we had today. Yeah.
We're looking forward to evolving with you guys. You are our determining factor. You decide, you tell us what you want to see, and we will bring it to you to the best of our ability. Thanks for watching.
I'll see you when you get here.
Brothers Capo, out.
Out.